What up, squad? Today's video is sponsored by my man Matthew Pillmore from VIP Financial Education. I stumbled upon his channel about 8 months ago when I was seeking some financial guidance myself, and since then he's become one of my good friends and my cash flow coach. Today he's going to be talking to you guys about a very unique opportunity. So yeah, tell him a little bit more, Matt.
What's up, Brix squad? So before we get to my next workout with Brix, which I'm always terrified about, we're gonna talk a little bit about real estate. Guys, look, real estate investing has always been one of the best ways of building wealth. I talked to Brix about, hey, let's get these guys in a position where their money is right at the same time as your physical health.
Yes.
So for some of you, this is gonna be a good fit. Go ahead and check out the playlist below if you have any interest in spending another maybe 15 to 30 hours a week in order to earn another $15,000 to $30,000 each and every month. So that'll be in the playlist.
For more information, click that card right there in the corner. What up, Brix Squad? Real quick before I jump into this video, it's going to be 2 parts to this interview. I'm telling you, you want to watch both parts. It ended up running 35 minutes. I want to break it up into 2 so you can digest each one of these videos separately because it's so rich in value and unique insight. Enjoy this interview. What up, squad? Welcome back to the channel. I have a follow-up interview with my man Jeremiah because the first one was just that fire. Jeremiah.
What up, bro?
How you been, bro?
I'm good, man. Good.
It's good to see you as always. Nice shirt.
I appreciate it.
If you haven't caught the first interview with Jeremiah, the link will be in the description. I'll probably put a card somewhere on the screen as well. But Jeremiah has a phenomenal story. As you can tell from the title, he lost 75 pounds in around 6 months,
Right.
which is mind-blowing. Like that's so dope. So, were you in a hurry
What's that?
to lose weight? Why did it happen so fast?
I mean, in that time frame, yeah. I was, cause like I said from the recent video, from the recent interview, I was trying to make my wife want me back. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, I kind of need to do this. You know what I mean?
So you had a vendetta. You had a chip on your shoulder.
100%.
And we spoke a little bit in the first interview about that. We both agreed, and you kind of said it first, that it was the wrong fuel initially.
Right.
You wanted to get your wife back, but it did the job.
It did. Got the job done ultimately.
But all right, so let me ask you this: if you can go back, would you have used different fuel?
Nah.
Yeah,
no.
Nothing fuels you like that.
Right, 100%.
All right, but I do believe it is important that you recognize in retrospect that doing it for that reason wasn't the right. I mean, it got done.
Right.
It got done.
Like I feel like, because I never really looked at it like that. I always had this mindset that it was the wrong fuel, right? And then on that last interview, when you said ultimately it may have been the wrong fuel, but it got the job done, I was like, that was just different perspective on it. I'm like,
yeah.
Ultimately, it got the job done. Like,
shout out to Jeremiah's ex-wife if you're watching this. Look what you done passed up on.
Right.
My man is a stud. Anyway, so all right, I've recently started to make a pivot in the content and started to include more financial education into the content. We spoke a little bit about that before we started rolling.
Right.
How did your finances affect your weight loss journey?
As far as I could, there's a mentality that people have that it costs too much to eat healthy, right? And I don't think that that's necessarily the case. I realized that I saved a lot more money because what I did was I cut out fast food and I cut out eating out, and I really just tried to make sure that I ate at home, like cooked meals. You know what I mean? And just didn't buy, like I would go grocery shopping, because at one point, I don't mean to be all over the place, but at one point I would go grocery shopping, right? And buy all the food, and first thing I want to do is buy like Chinese food. Like, bro, you just went grocery shopping, right? So you go buy all this food and then go out to eat. But I realized if I start cutting that out, then all of a sudden eating healthy is not that expensive as I want.
So how often do you hear that eating healthy is super expensive? I can't afford it. How often do you?
I feel like that's just a societal norm. Like people that's a mentality that people have, and for the longest time I had it. I just thought that if y'all really wanted salad, I'm paying $6-7 for a bomb salad because you don't want no just romaine lettuce. You know what I mean? So you want a bomb salad, you're paying $6-7, but you go to McDonald's, you get $1 cheeseburger, and it kind of fills you up the same way.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just feel like if you got to just change your perspective on it.
So the first interview, I left out some important questions, and shout out to the Brix Squad. You guys commented your questions, so I got a few questions from that video, and I get asked this question a lot. And I actually want to know the answer to this because I haven't figured it out. How did you prevent loose skin? How does a person go about preventing loose skin?
Right. Well, I didn't really realize I was doing it until like retrospect. You know what I mean? But what I found just doing research on the matter, what I found is that hypertrophy workouts, really muscle building workouts, because what it does is you're losing fat, and then the skin doesn't have anywhere to go because you've been expanded. So you lose the fat, and it's just kind of flabby skin at that point.
So it's like body recomposition.
Right. So you're replacing the fat with muscle. So you're filling it back up because what happens is you losing weight, and you're losing weight, but you're losing fat is what you're really losing, right?
But let me ask you this: so you didn't. How big was your stomach? See, me, like I had a beer belly, like
right.
My joint. I couldn't see my junk. I looked down. You feel what I'm saying? So
right.
Ain't no abs big enough in the world
right.
to fill that space. So that's why I still deal with the skin.
The skin.
So like how big was your stomach?
It was big. I mean, it wasn't to that extent. You know what I mean? But it was.
So you could see your junk.
I kind of had to peek over a little bit, but I had to do a little, But yeah, I could. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, it wasn't to that point, but. That's from what I've learned and what I realized that's what I was doing. Like I was doing maybe, I was kind of insane with my workouts at that point. But I was doing like maybe 30 minutes of cardio, and then I would hit the weights. And then I would,
So you did your cardio first?
I did. And I still do that to this day.
Why? I
found that if I do weights first, cardio is probably not going to get done.
Really?
Yeah, for me. Cardio is not going to get done. Because I've always been an avid weightlifter. Like I love that more than I love cardio.
So let me ask you, how much cardio do you start your session with?
I would say I'll probably do like a mile, 2 miles.
Oh, so it's not like an intense cardio session.
No, it's not super intense.
So how long does that take you?
To do 2 miles?
Yeah.
Maybe like less than 20 minutes.
Okay.
Now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
all right. So, okay, that leads me to a good question. I get asked this all the time. Because I enjoy running now. I didn't enjoy running initially.
Right.
Like, I'm pretty sure you can attest to that.
Right.
So my initial mile time, and I timed it, right? And I'm going to cut to some footage of me running on the treadmill, right? The first time. My titties is bouncing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but my first mile was 17 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you remember how long it used to take you to run a mile?
A mile? It was not like, man, I really want to say it was about, I remember being 15, potentially 17. It was in that ballpark, 15, 17.
Because I would run
on the treadmill.
Yeah, I would run.
Outside is a different ballpark.
Yeah,
it's a different animal.
I would run for maybe about 30 seconds. I had to slow it down,
right.
hit a walk. But anyway, but how much of being fat do you remember? Like how in detail, do you remember what it was like to be fat?
I mean, like examples? Yeah, I mean, I remember, I think the biggest part for me, man, it wouldn't really hit me until, like, I saw myself. You know, whether it be in a mirror or, like, in a picture. People wouldn't really, as I got older, people wouldn't really comment on it. But it would be more so for me, it would, like, I see a picture of myself, or we'd, like, take a group picture, like, hey, everybody get to get a picture. And then I'm like, dude, who the heck is that?
Yeah.
Because I didn't see myself like that.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm like, I'm just this, this dude. Like,
you're regular.
Right, I'm regular. Yeah. But I see myself, I'm like, man, something got to change. You know what I mean? So, but definitely remember those moments. And I feel like those are what, I look at myself now and I'm like, I got to maintain this. Not on some crazy stuff like, oh my gosh, if I go back. You know what I mean? But on some like,
just remember
I don't want to go back to that.
Yeah. Did you wear a shirt at the pool?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
All the time, or at least a beater.
Oh, yeah, beater.
Yo, no, like for real, 2018 was the first time that I wore a shirt. I went to a pool party and I didn't wear a shirt and I was comfortable. And I'm like 20.
Isn't that the best feeling in the
Like I was
world?
like, I remember sharing that with my friends and my coworkers. Like, this is the first time I'm out, and I'm just like, I don't have a shirt on, and I don't care if people look at me. You know what I mean?
That's a great
It was
feeling.
crazy.
I remember when I started my weight loss journey, that was one of my goals. I wanted to just feel comfortable without a shirt on. Right. But I didn't need, like, when I set out, I didn't. It was a goal, but I'd never seen it happening. Like, and it's still to this day. I mean, with the loose skin, I still am a little insecure about the loose skin.
I feel you.
But I am proud, man. Let me see. Now I'm proud, man. It's nothing. It's nothing like that pride of working hard and putting in years of hard work and thousands and thousands of hours in the gym and in the kitchen, and looking at your body in the mirror and saying yes. Like,
I like that you said. I like with two things. You said in the gym and in the kitchen. That's so crucial. I think 70 to 80% is really nutrition.
The kitchen, bro.
Right.
Yes.
It's like, bodies are made in the kitchen. They're sculpted in the gym. Is what I heard before. And
that's
like,
the truth, man.
People, if you could get that concept, you'd be so much better off. But the whole pride thing, that's something that I struggle with, because I felt like I didn't know how to show my body off without showing my body off. You know what I mean? Like being excited and being grateful. Like, I have this body, but I don't want people to think that, oh, he conceited now. He think he the man.
I can relate to that.
When
man.
I did think I was the man.
Yeah, and you should.
I mean,
You
being
put in,
real.
You put in the work. You feel what I'm saying? But
Right.
I can relate to that. But the backpedal, because I want to talk about that. But that feeling of pride, right? That when you look in the mirror, I want everybody watching this to experience that. Now, and this is another belief that I have, right? I think at some point, every person, if it's something that you want, you should have abs. You should experience abs. I think every man at some point should have a six pack.
If you are willing to,
If that's something that you desire,
right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right. It's not a necessity.
It's not something that I think everybody should desire that. Nah, but if you dream of having a six pack, I think you should go for it.
Don't stop.
At least just once.
Right.
It's not something like, I don't walk around year round with a six pack.
100%.
It would alter my lifestyle too significantly,
Right.
And it would take a lot of the joy out of nutrition and exercise for me to try to stay lean year round. But I think anyway. So, but I do think that every man who has the desire to have a six pack should at least one time for at least a few months, right? 2 or 3 months.
Don't give up on that goal.
Listen, man, because there's nothing like taking your shirt off and looking down or taking, bro. Anyway,
if you got a lady and she look at you like,
exactly, bro.
but yeah.
But see, the thing is, all right, and this is I'm digressing a little bit. My wife, man, she kind of get on my nerves a little bit, because when I'm fat, like when I'm fluffy in the wintertime,
right,
and then when I'm lean in the summertime, she look at me the exact same.
I feel you.
And that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Dope.
But like when I start leaning out, she don't be like, daddy, like none of that. It's she always do that.
Right. I feel you.
So it's a weird complaint.
Right. It's a good thing, but I feel what you're saying. Like from a motivator standpoint,
Yeah, I'm like, damn.
I want to get lean, but she accept me as I am.
However I am.
Right.
Which is a good thing. So as my body started changing, I dealt with the guilt of being proud of how my body looks.
100%.
So I could relate to you when you say that you're like, I want to show my body off without being a show off.
Right.
But let me tell you this. Fuck that.
100%.
We put the work in. We make the sacrifices. We use the discipline in order to transform our bodies.
Right.
And listen, and it's for inspirational purposes only.
Right.
But trust me, when y'all lose that weight,
you gonna want to do the same.
it's gonna be thought season for y'all too, baby. Y'all gonna be cutting up, and be okay with it. I had to free myself from that guilt, because for too long, it was like, I don't want to make anyone else feel bad, because I also remember watching someone else and comparing myself to them, and I would feel insecure. So part of me, I have empathy,
right,
but at the same time, I'm not gonna rob myself of the pleasure of you know what I'm saying, of just enjoying the work that I put.
Right,
you know what
100%.
saying?
And I feel like you got to look at the character of the person who's doing it as well. Like, there are people out there that just show their body off, like, because I got it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I had to check myself and say, Jay, you know you're not that dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Straight
So
up.
be okay with where you are and not necessarily showing people off, but showing people how you got there. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Encouraging them that they can do the same.
Absolutely. It's not like we out here showing off and not trying to
Educate.
educate.
Give back.
Yeah, we're showing
you I'm at this level, but I'm also showing you the path that I took
how
to
I
get
did
to
it.
this level.
Absolutely. All right, so Q Davids, he asks, he's still struggling with his weight loss. He only lost 15 pounds. He works 44 plus hours a week and going to school part-time. What is your advice for him?
Yo, I can relate to that right now because that's kind of like my schedule right now. But my advice is start where you are with what you have, man. Do what you can with what you have until you could do what you want with where you will be. You know what I mean? Like if you could wake up just maybe 15, 30 minutes earlier and just if all you could do is a 30-minute circuit in your house, like you ain't got to go to the gym. You can create a circuit in your house. There's plenty of he can hit you up. You know what I mean? For a quick little circuit, he hit me up. He can go online and find a quick little circuit. And just do what you can with what you have. And like
the Brix Fitness at-home workout program will be released in a few weeks. Just thought I'd shamelessly plug that. Carry on,
doubt,
man.
no doubt. And like we said already, like it's nutrition. You know,
yeah.
so if you do 3 days a week, if you can get a good workout in, and you really crack down on your nutrition, then that 40 pounds is it's kind of effortless.
And that brings me to a point, man. A lot of people ask me, how much cardio should I be doing? How much cardio? I truly believe if your nutrition is on point,
Right.
you don't have to do a bunch of cardio.
Don't.
You don't, especially if you don't enjoy it. I like my cardio sessions, so I do my cardio sessions. But the tighter your nutrition is, the less cardio you'll have to do. Right. But I do suggest people do cardio, even if you don't need to lose body fat. You still want to do cardio because it's for your heart.
Cardiovascular.
For your heart.
I mean? 100%.
Heart.
But what I found is also that you can get a cardiovascular effect from lifting weights, depending on what type of style of training you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, so I mean, cardio is great. I advocate for cardio as well. But if you I'm just kind of struggling with that until I get to that point. Just switch up your resistance training style and incorporate that.
Yeah. So take down your rests.
Right. 100%.
And up your reps.
Up your reps.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. All right. Do you run? Are you?
I do run. I'm actually getting ready for another 8K. I ran an 8K last year. Something that my job does every year. So I'm doing another 8K this year, and it's like 5 miles. I'm not gonna lie. By mile 3, I was like, bro, what the hell am I?
So you don't normally run 5 miles?
Nah. Yeah. That's not an everyday thing.
See, I'm not a runner. I don't know. I got to stop saying that because I just recently spent $180 on running shoes.
Oh, you're a runner.
Yeah, so that's some. Yeah, because you know how it was back in there. We used to work out in whatever old shoes we had, right? But like, I specifically bought some running shoes, some Brix. So I run 5 or 6 miles on average. I'll run at least once a week. I'll go for a nice 5 mile run. So I got it. Matter of fact, we could do a video of us doing a 5 mile run together.
No.
And I'm gonna see where you at with that. So your average mile time when you're doing
average mile time. If I'm doing average mile time right now is like maybe 8.5 minutes.
So if you're doing 2 miles, that's about your
Even if I could keep that consistent. Even if I went up to like 3, 4, but I would say like 8.5.
That's about my time. So I'm gonna challenge you to do 5 miles at 8.5 minutes. You think you can get that done?
I accept the challenge.
Stay tuned. That video is coming soon. Stay tuned.